Hi everyone, I hope everyone is doing good. Today I would like to share my knowledge on AWS Glue. So let's go into the details. What is AWS Glue? It is an ETL service which is managed by the AWS. So what does the ETL mean? It's an extract, transform and load. So you can connect to a data source, extract the data and do some transformations on top of it and then load the data into any of the service within the AWS or the external. So what is fully managed? So whatever the environment that is provided by the AWS Glue is managed by the AWS. So there is no problem for the end user to think of the environment issues. Easily discover data. So when you connect to an data source, then the AWS Glue Catalog, which has the crawler, which directly going to read the data and bring the metadata on top of it. So what that means, like it going to bring the schema by itself. Easily configure ETL jobs. So you can provide the data source and the data destination so that the ETL job will create the automatical code for you. So there is no need to create any code. And even if you want to change the automatically generated code, you can change it, or you can even write your own custom scripts to the AWS Glue serverless. So as I already said, for managed part, so it is completely managed by the AWS Glue. So there is no need for you to think of the environment issues. So only thing is you have to take care of writing code and just running the jobs. Job scheduling. The job scheduling is done by the different tools, and you can use the AWS step function as an service which can execute the Glue jobs periodically. Let's go into the architecture of AWS Glue. You can connect to different data sources, which means through the Glue catalog, you can use the Glue crawler, which will connect to a data source and bring the data into any of the service. Like it can bring the data into an S3, and it can create the external tables in the Athena. Or you can directly connect to a data source and perform the transformations and load into any of the target. The target could be an Redshift or an ODS, and it can, the AWS will be connected to a source where it will be connected to a scheduling tool. Let's go into the features of AWS Glue. Integrated data catalog, which means that it is integrated to multiple sources and it can write into multiple destinations. And within the crawler also, you can connect to another data source and create the tables. Automatic schema discovery. So when you are connect to a data source using the crawler is going to directly retrieve the schema of your data and create the external tables. Code generation. When you provide the data source and then destination, it's going to create an automatic script for you. Developer endpoints. So within the Glue environment, you can create another developer endpoint so that you can connect to the AWS environment from your local system. Flexible job scheduler. Using the any job scheduler tool, you can connect to the AWS Glue, and one of the scheduler tool is which is provided within the AWS environment is step functions. Serverless streaming ETL. So you can perform the streaming ETL jobs with the AWS serverless architecture provided by the AWS Glue. Populating the AWS Glue data catalog. So when the crawler is connected to any data source, and it is going to retrieve the data. So there are some filters in between. It's not like a filters, but it's going to see the data how the pattern is. So you can see there are the built-in classifiers and custom classifiers. So built-in classifiers are like JSON and the CSV files, Pocket files. So if there is any customization in the even in the CSV part, so even you can change the classifiers in the custom classifiers. And whatever the metadata that is read from the crawler, that is going to be written into the data catalog under the database and tables metadata format. Let's go into the AWS Glue connections. So you can connect to the different sources or the destinations. One is a JDBC connection you can make to an Oracle system, the Amazon relational database service, which is provided within the AWS environment, or you can connect to Amazon Redshift, MongoDB, including Amazon Document DB with the MongoDB compatibility. And network, so you can connect to the another sources which are already installed within the AWS environment within the VPC. So it can be like you installed a MySQL within your EC2 cluster, so you can connect from the Glue to the EC2 the database and read data or write data. AWS Glue ETL Scripts. So we have an flexibility to write in Scala and PySpark, and even within the Scala also you can use the Java language also. You have to provide the Scala script, and underneath you can provide the Java jar file. And PySpark is completely an PySpark, so you can use only the Python thing, and Python shell is mostly used for the using the built-in Python libraries like Boto3, and it can perform the small jobs. So let's go into the data sources. AWS S3, Redshift, RDS, third-party JDBC, DynamoDB data streams, Amazon Kinesis data streams, and even you can connect to the Apache Kafka and read the data targets. So after doing the transformations, then you can write your data into an Amazon S3, RDS, Redshift, or even any third-party JDBC accessible databases. Let's go into an use case of the AWS Glue. So there is a lot of data that is available from an clickstream, which is stored in form of a logs. So there is a schedule running on top of the data, and the data is brought into the AWS S3. After that, the Glue job starts, and it starts processing and transforming the data as per the defined rules. Even it can read the data from the RDS, which is already available, and make some joins between the data came from the clickstreams and the data already available from the RDS. And whatever the logs are generated, that can be visible in the Amazon CloudWatch. Then after doing the data massaging, then the then the data is loaded into the Amazon Redshift or any other tool, any service, and on top of that you can make an reports, BI reports using Amazon QuickSight. So this is the details regarding the AWS Glue. I hope everyone had a clear understanding, and thanks everyone. Please do like, share and subscribe to Premier Pro channel. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.